Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. I want to take a look today at the Ahmaud Arbery federal hate crimes trial. Now it started today, February 15th, and the defendants who are Greg McMichaels, the father, the son is Travis McMichaels, and the neighbor, William Bryan, are all on trial for hate crime laws. Now, of course, we know they were convicted earlier of murdering him, and they all got life sentences. So now the federal government is trying them as far as hate crimes go. Now, the thing is, will they be able to prove this? This is what I want to know, is what will be the outcome for each one of these so-called defendants that took a man's life. I'm saying because of the color of his skin, allegedly because of the color of his skin, because in the end it doesn't matter, except that these people go around thinking that they can just wipe people off the face of the earth because they don't look like them. You know, he's just jogging down the street, minding his own business in the neighborhood. I'm sure that he lives somewhere around there. They don't appreciate that too, you know. So, I mean, people are just full of hate sometimes for no reason. They chased him down and killed him for no reason. It's because he didn't want to talk to them. Nobody has to answer to anybody if they don't want to. Okay? He's just minding his own business, and he dies. He's murdered because he doesn't give them the time of day. He just wants to keep doing what he's doing, jogging down the street. Okay, so I want to know what the outcome is going to be. Will they be charged with hate crimes? Now I'm going to pull a few cards for each one of these murderers. And I will first look at the son, Travis McMichaels. He's the one who pulled the trigger. Him and his father, they jumped into their truck, and, you know, they grabbed their guns, jumped into the truck, and started chasing him down the street. Son gets out of the truck with his gun and starts struggling with Ahmaud Arbery for no reason at all, because he doesn't want to be bothered with them. Okay, so what would be the outcome in the case of Travis McMichaels, the one that pulled the trigger and shot Ahmaud Arbery? What would be the outcome of the federal trial in his case, Spirit? Okay, it looks like so far you got the Knight of Swords. Now, this Knight of Swords, he comes in with the truth. You know, there's some mental things going on there. Then we have Temperance, which Temperance is trying to maybe negotiate things, trying to balance things. Of course, they're trying to hide what really happened, why they really went after him, and he's burdened. So Greg McMichaels is burdened by this, by them bringing him to court for hate crimes. Of course, they're denying it, and yeah, at the bottom of the deck we have the Ten of Swords. Okay, so the next cards up we have is the Fool. He was definitely a fool for chasing this young man and shooting him for no apparent reason. And there is definitely going to be a successful outcome. We have here the world. Not only is the world watching the outcome of this, but it's going to be a successful end for the prosecutors. And here we have for the federal government, and next we have the Empress. So I'm saying that this is definitely the government getting what they need, and he's going to be convicted of hate crimes. Now, I can only imagine that will just, solidify, or I'm not sure how they do that. I'm sure more time will be given to him. He has a life sentence, but maybe they'll throw him under the jail now. Who knows? Okay, once this happens. So he's in trouble. Now, let's see what's going to happen with his father. How will the case against Greg McMichaels go? The father who gathered up his son and they drove down the streets chasing after Ahmaud Arbery. Father and son. Isn't that wonderful? Now this father can go to prison with his son since they interrupted somebody's life. Many people, not only did they kill Ahmaud Arbery, but all the lives that was affected by the killing, the senseless murdering of this young man. His family, his friends, what he could have been, that's all taken away just because they didn't like the color of his skin. Okay, and they made judgments because of the color of his skin. So let's see what's going to be outcome of the federal hate crimes that the federal government is bringing against the father, Greg McMichaels. What would be the outcome? Okay, the high priestess came out, but I'm going to put it back in if it's necessary. When I pull the cards, it'll come back out again. Okay, Spirit, tell me about the outcome for the racist Greg McMichaels. Okay, here we go, the Empress again. Okay, to me this is the government. Okay, we have the Nine of Cups, which is telling me that, he thinks that he's independent of what happened. He thinks that he's going to be able to get away with what's happening because his son was the one, he's not going to be charged with the hate crime. But let's see. Okay, so we have the Eight of Cups. And usually that Eight of Cups it looks like a walking away card, but it's also about progress. So I can see that the government is independently charging him, but they're going to have progress with that too. Okay. So it may be a little bit harder for the jury to come back with the hate crime in this particular. They're really going to analyze that for the father. And we have the Six of Swords here. The Six of Swords is moving to higher ground. Now, who's moving to higher ground, Spirit? Yeah, the waters are rough, and you can see that there's two people in this particular card, the father and the son. Okay, so even though he wants to be independent of whatever decision they give the son, he won't be able to do that. And then we have the Queen of Cups here now. The Queen of Cups, she is nurturing. And I'm wondering, I'm sure there are some women on that jury. She's emotional. She's nurturing. Okay, and we have the Knight of Wands moving in pretty quickly here. The Knight of Wands, he's not happy in this particular case. We have the Tower that's going to come down on him. And we have the Seven of Wands in reverse. Now, looking at this particular case for the father, it looks like, you know, there may be a challenge. Somebody on the jury may not be as anxious to convict the father of hate crime, but in the end, you know, it may take them a little longer to get to the conviction for the father. But in the end, they will. There will be a woman, you know, that may be a holdout in this particular case. But I can see that the father is definitely going to get the Tower. So his case, they're going to win. He's going to try to stay, they're going to try to keep his particular case independent from the son. There's going to be a little more negotiating going on with the father's role in the murder. As far as hate crime goes, I don't know why it would be, but it looks like there's going to be a little more. There's going to be a woman that's probably going to hold out, that's going to try to say that the father didn't commit a hate crime, and there's going to be a little more holdout. There's going to be an independent woman that's going to try to hold out for the father in this particular case. But in the end, the Tower is going to come down on him too, and he's going to be convicted. Now, and that may be because I think in the case of the son, they found text messages or something with him saying disgusting things about black people, racist things, calling black people troublemakers and that kind of thing. So in the case of the father, maybe they may have, it may be a little bit harder to prove as far as the written evidence, like the text and that kind of thing. So, okay, but it will be proven. So, let's see now what's going to happen with William Bryan. Roddy, as they call him. What's going to happen with Roddy? Is the federal government going to be able to prove his case of hate crimes against him also? Let's see. Spirit. Tell me about Roddy. William Bryan. The federal government prove hate crimes against him in the murder of Ahmaud Arbery. Will they be able to get him on hate crimes also? Okay. I'm getting a yes, but let's just see what the cards say here. Okay, the High Priestess came out again. Wow. Now that came out earlier, and I said if it wanted to come back out, I would put it back in, and it would come back out. Now this is about, there are some secrets. There may be some things that's going to come out in the trial that we didn't hear about before, as far as this William Bryan go. So there's some hidden things that maybe didn't come out in the regular trial that we're going to hear about. Okay, and then we have the Ace of Cups next. Yeah, so some new evidence is coming through. The Two of Pentacles, and there's going to have to be some decisions made. They're trying to balance some things, and they think that I think they think that they're going to be able to keep some things from coming to light as far as this goes, because they're balancing just what it is that exactly that they should talk about, or will be able to talk about as far as this Greg McMichaels goes. So it's going to be a balancing act going on there. Okay, Ten of Swords shows up again, which tells me that definitely he's going to be there's going to be an end to this coming up, and doesn't look like a good ending. We also have the Hangman here. You can see this Hangman in particular. It may take a little longer again with him, but as you can see, that axe that's going back and forth there, it's going back and forth slowly. So let's see. Yep, the Devil. Okay. So I'm getting that definitely. Again, we get the Six of Swords again. We get the Six of Swords. And this is, sixes can be about harmony. I think that what's happening with the Six of Swords is that the jury is coming together in harmony with their decision. Now, here we have the Nine of Swords again. Oh yeah, he's worried. He's definitely worried. He should be. And we have the Five of Swords. Change. So I think that there's going to be some. He's thinking that he may be able to not be charged with the hate crimes, but some new information is going to come out. They're going to go back and forth and balance it, trying to balance what they find out about him as far as the hate crime goes. And he's worried that these things are going to come out, and of course they're going to come out. So this is the ending for him. Okay, this Five of Swords here. There will be some chaos, some discussing, going back and forth, but we're going to find out exactly how he was feeling as far as the color of Arbery's skin. Is this what motivated him also? So, yep. Next card up is the Tower. Definitely. So they're all going to be found guilty. Thank you guys so much for watching, and they were saying that the trial will take between 7 and 10 days, so we'll see what happens, but it looks like the three of them are all going to be charged with hate crimes. All right, thank you so much. Have a good evening.